What's going on YouTube? It's Behold the Storm here again, coming at you with the deck profile of my tournament winning Noble Knight deck that I took to Evolution Games in Fort Worth, Texas yesterday and ended up coming first place. Pretty pumped about it. I'm just going to go ahead and dive right into it and show you the deck profile, and I'll tell you about my matchups afterwards. Okay, so to get started, I ran triple Madrot, triple Boars. I'm starting to like Boars more than I am Madrot. He is amazing. Anytime I have him in my hand, I feel so good about whatever plays I'm going to make. You can just equip and just thin by 3. Next turn, if he's still on the board, which you can usually keep him on board pretty easily, just thin 3 more cards out of your deck. It's amazing. And then you always end up drawing what you need. You draw everything else. So yeah, I run double Gawain. This card's okay. It's Gawain. This is something else I changed to the deck that I'm actually really glad I did. Double Goualchavad. It seems a lot of the games that I play, it's kind of long. They're long, kind of grindy games. Top decking this card mid to late game, there's so much you can do. It's amazing. I love this card. You know, you top deck, equip Guinevere from the grave, you know, add the Gawain back to the hand, then special, then overlay for Exciton. I can't tell you how many times I went into Exciton. That card put in so much work. That card should be banned. But anyways, I'm not going to change this. I'm going to leave this at 2. This card's amazing. I run 1 Noble Knight Dristan. I would not run more than 1. 2 Guinevere, 2 Effect Veiler, and that's it. That's 15 monsters. Now for the spells, I run triple Upstart Goblin, triple MST. By the way, I sided this out after every first game. Games 2 and 3, these came out every time. Triple MST, double Duality, double Kaiser, double Lance. I played 1 Soul Charge. This card should not have been made. It's stupid. 1 Reinforcement of the Army, 1 Dark Hole, double Destiny, double Excalibur, 1 Arc de Tour, 1 Caliburn. Best card of the deck. The only reason I won my the 3rd match against Dark Worlds was this card. I was able to top deck a Boars. I thinned, got this to my hand, started gaining 500 every turn, just got back to where I think I was less than 1,000. I got back up to where I was like 4,000. I was stalling him out, and I don't guess he was drawing too well. He ended up making some plays, getting my Boars off the board. He Eradicator, he tributed it, got rid of all my spells. It was pretty retarded. But anyways, this card got me back in the game to where I had enough life points where I could take a hit from Malefic Stardust. It was actually pretty awesome. Then the next turn, or the last turn of the game, I top decked a Dristan and summoned, equipped a Guinevere from the grave, popped his Stardust, and attacked for game. It was pretty epic. He was a little salty about it, but he was a good player too. He did really well. And then 1 Gallatin, and that's all the spells. For the traps, I play 1 Breakthrough Skill, 1 Compulse, and 1 Solemn Warning. And that's the entire main deck. Moving on to the side deck that I ran at this tournament. And I'll do extra deck first, actually. For the extra deck, I ran 1 Maestroke. Really good card. Went into him several times. This card, Exciton Knight, this card is so stupid. But Blade Armor Ninja, Constellar Omega never went in. I did go into that card. Did not go into this card, but I'm not ever taking it out. Crazy Box did not go into this card, but I am leaving it because Skill Drain is a card. I run 1, 2 Silent Honor Arc. I did go into both during one game. Glad I ran 2. Excalibur, Heroic Champion Excalibur. Abyss Dweller, never went into it. Never went into that either, but I'm not changing anything out of this. I ran 2 of the rank 4 Noble Knight. I ran 2 of the rank 5, and I ran 1 of the Synchro, the Ignoble Knight. This is the only card I might take out. I never went into him. I never even had a situation where I would even consider going into him. But for now, I'll just leave it. If he comes out, it will be, I'll take him out for Gaia Charger, which I do own. But anyways, that's the deck. Let me tell you a little bit about my rounds. Oh, wait. Sorry. I'm going to show you the side deck. I ran 1 creature swap. This is in case I get creature swapped. Hopefully I can draw into it. Creature swap to get my guy back. Twister. D-Fissure. Amazing against Dark Worlds. I sided in against Geargia too, never saw it. I run Double Debunk. Amazing card. I banished 2 Graphas in 1 game with it. Double Mind Crush. Amazing card. Amazing card. Full House. A second Breakthrough Skill. This is mainly just, the Breakthrough Skills are mainly just for like Constellars. This deck has a really bad matchup against Constellars. So this kind of just, you know, helps me. I do side 1 Torrential. It's kind of an odd side, I know, but I've had people tell me you either main deck it or you just don't deck it at all, side or main it at all. I decided to side it just in case. I do main the Dark Hole, but I did want a few more on-summon traps that are not Blackhorn of Heaven. So yeah, and that's one of them. Blackhorn or Bottomless. So I just felt like this, played right, it can hit more monsters, and I can plus off of it, and that's what I want. I run double Blackhorn of Heaven. Good card. 1 Trap Stun, just kind of the random Trap Stun thrown in. It actually did help me. It stopped a Solemn. I Trap Stun beginning of the turn, and then I went off, and it turns out the guy had a Solemn Warning set, and it would have wrecked my day. So I'm glad I sided it. 1 Swift Scarecrow for just OTK decks, and then another Veiler, and that's it. That's the main extra side. And let me tell you a little bit about my rounds. The first game I played was against Gravekeepers, which I 2-0'd, and this guy was a really good player. And round 1, or the game 1 I should say, I want to say it took every bit of 35 minutes. It took so long. We just, turn after turn after turn, we were just grinding it out. Second game went a little bit quicker, but it was still kind of back and forth that I just ended up, I'm pretty sure that's the game I had Exciton Knight on the field, and just kind of nuked everything he had, and it was downhill from there. But anyways, it was a good game. He was a good guy. His name was Parker. Game 2, I 2-0'd as well, a Geargia player. I believe his name was Logan. He's a good player. He's a good player. I've played him several times. I just put myself in a good position. I'm not sure if he just, it seemed like he drew alright. You know, he had a Geargia gear, which he had activated. I went into the rank 4 Noble Knight, and then I equipped 4, and then I activated its effect at basically Heavy Storm his field. The only one he chained was the Geargia gear, which of course he got his 2, and they became level 4s. And he had 1, I think it was an Imkeano, or whatever you call it, the level 3 one, in face-up attack. So what I did was, I banished the Excalibur from my grave to rank up the 4 to the rank 5 guy. Got my 4 equips back. Or, I think I just got 3 equips off of that, because I think I'd already used Guinevere that turn. Anyways, I detached, I popped one of the ones that had become had become level 4. I attacked the other level 4, and I left the level 3. I think I set a card and passed. And then after that, there really wasn't much he could do. I think that hurt him. I think the next turn he set an armor and passed. I think he may have set a spell or trap. And I was in a winning position from there. He did Exciton me. I think it was not game 1 but game 2. And of course I don't know if he understood the way that Destiny works on the Noble Knight. He thought if he Excitoned it would destroy everything, but that's not how it works. if you have the Destiny equipped to him, it's like it's like a Draco Sack with tokens. It will destroy the equips. Your guy will be safe. The ones that can re-equip will re-equip. And he thought the guy was going to be destroyed as well. We had to call a judge and everything, but I was right. It is like a Draco Sack with tokens. The guy survives, the equips die, and then the ones that re-equip can re-equip. And so it was pretty much a game after that. He was a little salty too. But anyways, nevertheless, the third round, which there were only 3 rounds, but it was tough 3 rounds. Like, these guys were good players. I played Dark Worlds, and it was crazy. I won game 1, and I don't think he knew how to. Game 1, he was clearly out of his element playing against Noble Knights, but I thought that shouldn't matter because he plays Dark Worlds, which can easily handle Noble Knights. You know, they run Eradicator, or at least I thought they do. Maybe he sided. He didn't see it game 1 regardless. I think turn 1 he opened up like Tour Guide into Brow or something like that, and he made his Zen mains and passed, and I was able to get over his Zen mains. He had another Tour Guide, which I think he had another Tour Guide in his hand, so he went both Tour Guides from his hand. I can't remember what else he went into. Regardless, I took him game 1. I just don't think he drew too well. Game 2, he ended up getting me, and then game 3, it lasted a while. It was really grindy. He got me down to less than 1,000 life points, and he still had quite a bit. I was able to come back from that and get him down to, I think, 300. And then, like I said earlier, he summoned the Malefic Stardust. I had boars on the field that had been equipped. And I don't remember exactly how it happened, but he did Eradicator me. Oh, that's what happened. He Eradicated. He did have Grapha on the field. He Eradicated, Tribute Grapha. He got Malefic Stardust out, which got rid of all my spells and stuff. So then he got Malefic Stardust out, tax over my boars. I got nothing. I got no cards in hand, no cards on field. He has 1 card in the hand, and that's it. I draw for turn, summon, it's Dristan, summon Dristan, equip Gwynethere, pop his Malefic Stardust, and that's all he has. He just has 1 card in hand, and then I attack for game. All he had was 300 life left. So he was a little salty, but the guy was a good player. But anyways, that's how my tournament experience went. I'm pretty happy with how everything ran. I'm going to keep this deck the way it is for a while. Side deck too. Side deck was awesome. MVP cards. But anyways, thank you very much. I'm out.